to be here and connect with you all. I'm from SAP and I specialize in SAP spend management product called Concur. And that's what our focus of discussion will be in the next 10 minutes. So, after 2021, we've seen a rapid increase in travel coming back and a huge increase in the spend, which is of corporate nature but has to be managed either through an expense management product or through an invoice management product. So there is change which is at an accelerating speed and we need to adapt to it. In Ola or in Uber, is Indigo the preferred airline or is it Air India? Do I have that statistics? If I had those statistics, it's easier for me to go and have a conversation with these vendors to get a better corporate rate. Why don't I have that visibility? Because I do not have a system which takes care of my spend management. We at SAP Concur, our customers tell us that after implementing Concur, 43% of them found an efficiency in the overall spend management portfolio. How do we do that? The efficiency of the AP team goes up by 53% with SAP Concur. We make sure that when you are approving a request, if you're approving an expense, you have visibility in the overall budget. What is the T&E budget that your organization has pushing IT architecture? At the moment they move out of the organization IT architecture, they feel that now we are updated. If that is the employee experience that you're catering to, then this is something which is worrisome, because this is one of the prime reasons an employee would look for something outside. Do I have the controls in place? How many of our hotel bills might have a spend which is non-compliant? Was I as an organization able to identify an alcohol bill which is non-compliant? If I cannot do that, that is where we come into picture. We're looking at expansion, and I know I'm talking to the finance leaders here in the room, and that is something we all are on an ongoing basis, focusing on is expansion and optimization. So if I have that as my focus area, is my system capable enough to manage the whole process for me? So we bring you a portfolio of products, first being Concur Expense, which is capturing of all reimbursements that has to be made to an employee that cannot be paid through payroll. It could be travel related, it could be non-travel related, but in an automated paperless format, if I can do this and also identify a non-compliant spend in that is what Concur Expense is. Concur Travel, we also allow the employee to book travel on Concur. But when we do that, we ensure the employee himself is selecting the lowest logical fare. He is not able to book a flight which might be time-wise half an hour more convenient, but to the organization it is costing 5,000 more. And this whole process remains seamless. We also have an invoice solution. Invoice solution takes care of all invoices that you receive from your vendors. So your vendor might be sending you a hard copy or a soft copy. It would be a PO-based invoice or a non-PO-based invoice. What we do is we make sure we bring that entire data into Concur, we read through it through OCR, and also check for any compliance issues. Is this a duplicate invoice? Does it need to go for a second level of review before being approved? That is all automated through Concur Invoice. We also come with a partner network. Globally, we have more than 900 partners who are working with us. India specific, at least 250 partners are working with us. The most common example being Uber and Ola, Amex, most of the hotel chains. What this means that if I take an Uber for a corporate meeting, the expense will be automatically created in Concur. As an employee, I would not be able to increase the fare value from 675 to 700 because the data is coming directly from Uber to Concur. How do we do this? It's in consultative format. We come and look at your process. We identify the gaps, and based on that, we come back with a solution. The gaps could be of these natures that you see in red here, because this is something which is common across industry as well as across organizations. No matter which size we are, if you are on SAP, very good. If you're not on SAP or on any other ERP, the product will still work. So that's the overall portfolio. We collaborate directly with travel management companies so that we can show you the inventory on Concur when you're booking the travel, and similarly other partners as well. The invoice solution covers the entire cost process, capturing the data. The ML-based OCR that we have, it captures the data automatically from the invoice and brings it up on Concur. And when I say it captures data, it captures all header details, itemization, as well as the vendor details. It goes for an approval process which is predefined based on your organization policies. The payment can happen from your ERP, or we can bring in a partner for same. What you get is more than 100 standard reports which will give you visibility in your spend. I have some of the examples of partners that work with us, and they are not only travel solutions, for example credit card providers, which could be from any bank as long as it's an Amex, Visa or a MasterCard. We also have ERP connectors beyond SAP with whom we can integrate seamlessly. So this is the value that our customers have realized over a period of last 30 years, because the product has been in the market for last 30 years. Globally, we have more than 52,000 customers. We have client presence in more than 170 countries, and we are focusing on a payback period of as less as 5 months. Sustainability being a focus for a lot of organizations like SAP, and that is also something that you can cover at a transaction level in Concur. For example, if I'm taking a Delhi-Chandigarh flight, this is something you may not be able to control at an organization level, but with sustainability as our concern also, we can add a message at this stage itself that would you want to consider an alternative mode of transport or a Teams call instead of actually taking a flight. We have ready reports which will give you data regarding sustainability. Something like this, which will tell you your carbon emission as well as department-wise, organization-wise. I'll leave you with these takeaways and also take a pause if there are any questions which I can take now or at the counter outside. Or if we have any existing customers in the audience. Thank you.